In this lesson, we will be discussing the 7 pillars of holistic wellness and how important it is as a pre-diagnosis in herbalism. The 7 pillars of holistic wellness include the physical, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, the social, the financial, and the environmental. Health, wellness, and immunity come out of several years of diet and nutrition, exercise, yoga, meditation, the environment, and our response to stress. Before any diagnosis is done, these are the guidelines and the questions that you should be asking. These questions deal with: first up is the physical. How are you physically treating your body? Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating heavy meals too late? Are you exercising? Are you intaking hydrogenated oils? These are just some of the questions that you should be asking yourself about how you're treating your body overall. A healthy body enables proper organ function, energy levels, and mobility. Without physical wellness, mental, emotional, and spiritual can suffer. Proper nutrition, exercise, and rest reduce the risk of chronic illness. A strong immune system helps fight infections and promotes longevity. The body is the tangible foundation of holistic health. When it's strong and balanced, it enhances every other pillar. Neglecting physical health can create imbalances in mental clarity, emotional stability, and overall life satisfaction. The 7 pillars of holistic health and how to help the body. Eat whole, nutrient-dense food. Your nutrition is extremely important. Regular exercise, whether it's strength, cardio, or flexibility, movement helps you regulate. Prioritize sleep and recovery. Rest is not the same as being lazy. Drink enough water daily. Hydration helps everything do what it needs to do, and you will feel much better doing it. Regular checkups and mindful self-care. Preventative care and mindfulness of self is one of the first steps to your overall health. The mental. How are you mentally? How is your cognitive ability, and how does your brain like to work? Is it hard to have conversations or debates? Is it difficult to calm the mind? Ask yourself these questions and understand better how your mind operates. It's the most sophisticated computer right at your disposal. In the 7 pillars of holistic health, the mental pillar is the command center of your well-being. It shapes how you think, learn, process challenges, and engage with the world. Your brain governs decision-making, problem-solving, and focus skills needed for everything from work to relationships. Negative thought patterns like chronic worrying and self-criticism will trigger stress hormones and cause inflammation, digestive issues, and things like heart disease. It can also cause muscle tension, pain cycles, things like tension headaches. Mental clarity will help process your emotions, like logic, temper panics, self-awareness, preventing outbursts. Disorders like anxiety and depression blur the line between mental and emotional health. Learning new skills like languages for hobbies can rewire your brain to adapt to change and reverse autopilot. Exercise will grow your brain cells, deep conversations will stimulate intellect vitality, meditation thickens the prefrontal cortex, which means that you'll have more self-control. Mental health isn't just thinking happy thoughts. It's the bedrock of how you show up in every single pillar. The 7 pillars of holistic health and how to help the mental. Do some puzzles, read or master an instrument, challenge your brain. Meditation reduces rumination, overthinking. It's important to be mindful with yourself and to remind yourself of who is in charge. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Your sleep hygiene is extremely important. Alcohol, processed foods, and screens impair cognition, so it's also very important to limit those toxins. Untangle your thought distortions, like catastrophizing. Seek counseling and therapy to help with the parts of yourself that feel like they are extremely unbalanced. The spiritual. How are you spiritually? Are you out in nature? Are you giving yourself gratitude and grace? Do you feel like you have life purpose? Are you compassionate toward yourself and others? Have you taken full breaths from your core? In the 7 pillars of holistic health, the spiritual anchor is the pillar that provides meaning, connection, and inner peace, transcending the physical to align the mind, body, and soul. A sense of purpose like faith, values, and deep passion is linked to longevity, resilience during hardship, and depression. Practices like prayer, meditation, or mindfulness lower cortisol, reduce anxiety, and rebalance the nervous system. Spiritual surrender like trust in a higher power, trust in the universe, trust that gravity is going to keep doing its thing, eases the burden of control. Whether you choose religion, nature, art, or community, it will foster awe, which is linked to lower inflammation, gratitude, which boosts immunity and joy, compassion, which strengthens social bonds. All of this guides decision, relationships, and life choices that will leave you never looking back and reduce that constant inner conflict. Yoga, Tai Chi, and Qigong all merge movement with spiritual mindfulness. Rituals like lighting candles internally can process grief and joy. Seeing nature and being in sacred spaces promotes conservation within self. Spirituality isn't about religion. It's about remembering you are part of something vast. When this pillar is weak, life can feel hollow or chaotic. And when it's nurtured, it becomes a compass for holistic harmony. The 7 pillars of holistic health and how to help the spiritual. Cultivate silence and introspection, whether it's meditation or it's prayer. Engage with nature. Feel the awe and the forests. Feel the oceans or feel the starry skies. Create daily reflections or rituals and practice gratitude within those. Art, music, and dance can also help you express those spiritual connections. Explore that creativity. Volunteering also aligns with purpose, whether it's volunteering at your local community or your shelters or volunteering your time and your space. Servicing others will help you align that spiritual self. Shared values like meditation groups and churches foster belonging. So join up with your community and the places where you wish to see thrive. Things that make you feel good and surround you with the best possible vibes. The emotional. How are you emotionally? Are you paying attention to how your moods might change throughout the day? Ask yourself how you feel more often. Even in the smaller times of day, you'd be surprised what you might be feeling and not acknowledging. In the 7 pillars of holistic health, the emotional pillar is vital because it governs how we process feelings, cope with stress, and experience joy, which directly influences every other aspect of our well-being. Emotions color our perceptions, our decisions, and interactions. Unprocessed anger, grief, or anxiety can distort relationships, work performance, and self-care. Suppressed emotions manifest physically, like stress causes a cortisol spike, which can cause inflammation, heart disease, and digestive issues. Anxiety can cause insomnia, muscle tension, and headaches. Healthy emotional processing helps us bounce back from setbacks. Have an emotional release, whether it's crying or laughing. Both help regulate the nervous system. Joy and life satisfaction, positive emotions like gratitude, love, and hope build immunity, creativity, and problem solving along with longevity. Journaling and therapy help process your emotions. Meditation, breathwork, and yoga can calm the nervous system. Art, music, and dance help express what words cannot. Trusted friends and those you love or support groups can help give you safe spaces. And remember to protect your energy from toxic people and environments. Neglecting emotional health will wind up impacting everything. By honoring this pillar, you create harmony across your dimensions of wellness. The 7 pillars of holistic health and how to help the emotional. Journaling or therapy helps process your emotions. Name and validate those feelings. This is extremely important. Meditation, breathwork, or yoga calm the nervous system. Mindful practice is also extremely important for being able to keep this fully balanced. Art, music, and dance express what words cannot. It's extremely important for you to be able to have some kind of creative outlet to be able to get things out that you feel are trapped. Trusted friends or support groups provide safe spaces. It's important for you to be able to have that social support for when you feel like you're not able to talk about it or get it off your chest with anyone else. It does not belong in the body. Protect your energy from toxic people or situations. It's important to set boundaries, especially where you feel like they need to be set. But it's also important that you open yourself up to be able to experience the world. Do your decisions come from love or do they come from fear? The social. What is your social life like? Do you feel genuine connectivity with other people? Are you actively engaging or connecting with the community around you? How do social interactions make you feel afterwards? Do you feel energized or do you feel drained? You need relationships and not surface ones. You need personal contact. Be part of your local community. Be with family, whether it's one that you were given, born into, or one that you chose for yourself. Isolation and loneliness create shorter lifespans and overall health problems. It's important to be loved by those around you and to love them in return. This does not include times of solitude, which are also important as well. We thrive in communities. Loneliness triggers stress-like responses linked to inflammation, depression, and shorter lifespans. Positive relationships release oxytocin, reducing stress and boosting happiness. Friends and family encourage healthy behaviors. Make sure the love is where it needs to be. Social engagement keeps the brain sharp, while isolation correlates with higher risk of depression and cognitive decline. With strong social ties, people tend to have lower blood pressure, stronger immune systems, and a faster recovery from illness. All of this fosters meaning, which is tied to longevity and satisfaction. Neglecting social health can undermine physical and mental wellness, while nurturing it creates a role effect across so many pillars. Even introverts benefit from meaningful interactions. It's about depth, not just activity. The 7 pillars of holistic health and how to help the social pillar. Prioritize quality over quantity. Even if you're not close, bonds matter. Join groups aligned with your interests, like book clubs, hiking, anything that involves a team. Practice actively listening to deepen your relationships. Limit toxic or draining connections. This can cause so many problems. Combat loneliness by volunteering or adopting a pet. Being involved in something helps the entire being feel purposeful. The financial. How are you financially? Do you feel like you're in a place where you're happy? Do you feel like it's harder to find where you want to be? In the 7 pillars of holistic health, the financial pillar is the invisible force that either liberates or suffocates every other aspect of well-being. It's sometimes included as an extension of occupational or as its own dimension. Money directly funds nutrition, shelter, healthcare. Poverty is linked to chronic inflammation and reduces life expectancy by about 10 to 15 years. Financial insecurity is a top cause of anxiety disorder, depression, relationship breakdowns. The brain under financial stress operates in constant threat mode, impairing cognitive function, decision fatigue, and memory lapse. Financial stability allows you to invest in things that make your life better, like therapy, travel, and workshops within your community, instead of being trapped in survival mode, leaving no energy for self-actualization. Financial health isn't about grade, it's about agency. The difference between choosing a toxic job or pursuing passion, buying organic or dollar menu poison, accessing therapy or suffering silently, all hinge upon this pillar. The 7 pillars of holistic health and how to help the financial. Align with your income values, like an ethical career. Earn with a purpose. Address subconscious blocks like fear and scarcity mindsets so you can finally heal from your money trauma. Budget for health, like therapy and organic food, things that should be non-negotiable. Automate your wellness. Time, energy, and money compound well-being and education, land, and skills. So invest in your assets, things that you know will take you to where you want to go. Philanthropy boosts mental and spiritual health, and it's proven to increase happiness. Give generously in a way that you just don't even think about it. It just is. The environment. What's your environment like? Is it an intimate environment or is it communal? Is it clean? Do you have safe spaces? Is there a need for a safe space? If it's a communal environment, is there a communal cleanup? Look around where you spend most of your time and ask yourself, is this what makes me feel calm and collected? In the 7 pillars of holistic health, the environmental pillar is often the overlooked foundation. It silently shapes every other aspect of our well-being. It's not just about saving the world, it's about how your surroundings either nourish or poison your entire being. The air you breathe, what you drink, and products you use directly alter your biology. Heavy metals, pesticides, and plastics disrupt hormones and damage mitochondria, and will accelerate aging. Not to mention what your thyroid is going through. Compounds released by trees boost K cells that are said to help fight cancer, while sunlight regulates serotonin and your vitamin D. Chronic noise pollution keeps your nervous system in fight or flight mode, raising levels linked to weight gain, insomnia, and accelerated cognitive decline. Humans evolved in nature, yet modern environments don't service those fractional patterns that actually calm the brain 60% faster. Things like watching waves in water or leaves on trees. You need grounding, barefoot contact with the earth, which reduces inflammation by neutralizing free radicals. Polluted neighborhoods, higher violence rates, and generational trauma, whether it comes from food or space. Green spaces increase community, bonding, and reduce loneliness. You need awe, seasonal rhythms, and connection to life cycles. This is where concrete jungles don't deliver. Your genes load it, but the environment pulls the trigger. The EPA estimates indoor air is about 2 to 5 times more polluted than outside. And where do you spend 90% of your time? This pillar isn't just about activism, it's about biological inevitability and creating a place that will help you thrive. The 7 pillars of holistic health and how to help the environmental. HEPA filters in snake plants actually remove benzene and formaldehyde from the air. It's important to have clean air for a clean body and a clean mind. Berkeley filters, glass, and stainless containers will keep your water fresher and clean. Turn off your Wi-Fi at night and use Himalayan salt lamps. Clear the air and care about your electoral health. It's amazing what our bodies can feel when we don't even realize it. Get in the garden and go outside and play, and make sure it's in some dirt so you can replenish some of those soil-based organisms that exist within your microbiome. You have over 90,000 different bacteria and buddies living in your digestive system. They help you every day. It's important to make sure that they are getting the things that they need as well. Install red lights and turn them on after sunset, and get some blackout curtains. Your circadian rhythm is extremely important. The 7 pillars of holistic health are important because they create a balanced foundation for our overall well-being. Rather than just focusing on one area, they remind us that true health is interconnected, and neglect in one pillar often leads to an imbalance in another. By strengthening all 7 pillars, you not only support your body's natural ability to heal, but also build resilience against illness, improve quality of life, and foster deep sense of harmony within yourself and your environment. It's also vital to follow these holistic guidelines before jumping to a diagnosis, because many health issues arise from simple imbalances that can often be corrected with lifestyle changes, mindfulness, or natural support. Rushing toward a diagnosis without addressing the basics of holistic health may lead to unnecessary worry, ineffective treatments, or overlooking root causes. By first ensuring that all 7 pillars are being nurtured, you empower yourself to take responsibility for your well-being and allow the body a chance to restore balance. Then, if further care is needed, a diagnosis can be approached from a stronger, more informed foundation, making treatment more effective and sustainable.